Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, definitely don't forget to do so, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you could be reminded every time I upload. Here's the set that I did in this video. It's all colored acrylic and glitter. It's marble nail with ombre and a glitter nail. I actually thought the last set I did was basically this set, so I apologize for any misinformation in that last video. I basically start off with my ombre nails. First, I lay my thin clear base with my Mia Secret Clear. I'm using my Mia Secret monomer as well, and my number 14 100% German Kolinsky brush that has been pinched into an oval. So I just go over all 10 nails with my OPI Band-Aid. Then I use my No Lift Nails Acid Base Primer, which I wait till it dries before I go in with my clear acrylic. With acid-less, you can go in while it's still damp. So I just finish all 10 nails with the thin clear base, and then I start on my ombres. I have sped this up to twice the speed just so I can share the whole set with you guys on both hands. I know sometimes, like when I'm watching a video and I only see the one hand, I kind of am curious to see the other one, even if it is still the same design. I still want to see all 10 fingers sometimes. So I like to kind of mix it up for you guys every so often, kind of show one hand or both hands or filing or just the prep. You know, I just like to switch it up a little bit for you guys every so often. So just gonna finish up on those 10 fingers with the clear base. I just like to have that in place so I have something to file back down to when I come in for my redesign. Also, you don't want to take a chance and have any staining going on. Also, when you come back in with your redesign, you don't want to file back down to just the natural nail because that'll be uncomfortable and painful. So once I've filed and shaped my tips, I blend that joint area in so it's not a big jump when you go in with your acrylic. It's not a big ledge, it's blended into the nail plate. So I'll finish with this thumb here, and then I'll go in with my ombre nails, and I'm using the gold in this video is one I made on my own using Pearl X mica pigments from Michaels, and I believe that this is the not the fool's gold one. It's more of like a gold, not a orangey gold. So I start off at the bottom near the free edge with the gold, and this is my own personal I made. Like I said, it's very gold. It was more gold than like the fool's gold one, so I wanted to use this one. I thought it looked better, and she loved this gold too. So the glitter nail that I did in these nails, I actually started off on one hand with the red cherry holographic extra fine. Then I go in with some gold extra fine holographic and dot it on top. And then on the opposite hand, I started off with the extra fine gold holographic and then dotted the red cherry holographic on top. So I just wanted to have it be kind of switched up on both hands. And then on the other hand with the ombres, I started off with the radiant red at the bottom at the free edge, and then I used the gold up at the top at the cuticle area. So they're the same colors, just reversed basically. So I thought this set came out super pretty. Both sets did. I actually did these sets, the one right before this and then this one back to back. So usually 2 people will take me 4 to 4.5 hours. It just depends on the design, and like if we're talking or taking our time picking the design out. Just there's a lot of factors, but a set from start to finish for me usually is no more than an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. The rest of the time comes in because like if you already have an infill you're doing and you're doing a redesign, anybody that does nails knows with colored acrylic, when you file down, that usually takes the longest amount of time for the prep. Once you start doing the acrylic, that goes by fast. It's usually the filing that takes the most time for me because I like to have my nails perfect. I don't rush through my sets. I don't do that. So if I get anybody that's strapped for time, I usually let them know this process could take at least 2 hours sometimes. That's how long a real set should take, anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending. Sometimes it could take 2.5 hours, depending on the design, like I said. But a lot of these salons got women thinking that it should only take like 45 minutes to an hour. And no, I mean, yeah, some sets can take that quick, but for the most part, no, they're longer than that. And beauty takes time, especially nails. You're using acrylic, you're building with a product that has to harden and be filed and all that. So it's not going to be quick, fast, you know? I wouldn't want anybody rushing through my nails. I mean, honestly, I would want, like, knowing what I know now about nails, I would want to go to somebody. If I were going to have my nails done by someone else, I would want to go to somebody that takes their time and does it right. So with that being said, I wouldn't rush through your sets. Take your time, do it right, and over time you'll get quicker with experience. When I first started doing nails, it took me 5 to 6 hours to finish a set. I think the quickest maybe 4.5 hours, but I had to start somewhere. You can't just start at professional level right off the bat. I mean, that's rare that people get it on the first try. I mean, it's just not common. Most people have to take time to learn things, you know, and to get the hang of it. I mean, with a lot of things, if you have no practice, you're not going to be able to really do it. Yeah, you can learn a lot of things from a book, but until you have that hands-on practice and apply it, what you've learned, you're not going to know how to apply it in real life. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I could learn from a book all day how to place acrylic and stuff like that, but until I actually practice physically doing it, I'm not going to get better at it. So just keep that in mind, ladies, when you're just starting out at doing nails. Do not get discouraged by what people say. If this is something that you're truly passionate about, do not let the lack of customers deter you either way, because like when I first started charging people for nails, like for the longest time I had maybe 2 or 3 customers at the most, and it would go back down to 1, and then it'd go up to 5, and then it'd go back down to 2, and then to 1 again. And I was getting so sad about it. Like, what am I doing wrong? Am I charging too much? Am I not charging enough? You know, because sometimes when people see a cheap price, that's not always going to get people in, because some people might look at it like, oh, it's cheap, so what's wrong with it? You know what I mean? So I think when I hired my price, I actually ended up getting more people, because it's like, okay, she's charging more, so she's obviously doing better nails, she's doing them quicker, so people catch on to that. You know what I mean? It's weird how things happen like that, but it's true. Like, people look at stuff like that and they respond to things like that. But yeah, for the most part, when you charge cheap for your nails or do them free or next to free, you're only going to get the people coming in that want and are looking for freebies all the time. Because as soon as you tell them, oh, I'm charging, they never come back, because all they're interested in is getting free nails. And it's funny how they love their nails when they're free, but as soon as they're expected to pay for something, oh, they weren't satisfied, or oh, they weren't happy with it. You know what I mean? So just don't get discouraged by people like that. Do not get down on yourself. Like I said, if you need any help or pointers with anything, do not hesitate to pop them in the comments below. Any questions, any comments, any constructive criticism you may have for me, anything you'd like to see me do different, anything new, different designs, any ideas for designs, just anything you'd like to see me do nail related. Nothing is off limits on this channel when it comes to nails. So yeah, I just I'm gonna go in here now on the glitter nail, and I'm gonna start with the red cherry holographic extra fine, like I said, on the base on this middle finger. And then once I've completed, you know, the base for my nail with the extra fine red cherry holographic, and I believe the cut is like probably like a 008. It doesn't tell you the size usually on Michael's glitters. However, I could tell just by dealing with glitter for a long time already that this is probably an 008. It seems to be an 008 in my eyes. I don't think it's an 004. I don't think it's fine enough. But it's still considered extra fine. I think the one after this would be considered ultra fine. So I put my bead up at the cuticle. I make sure that that's even and flush, and I pull my sides down. Then I work on pulling the center down. Then I'll go in with a small wet bead of my extra fine gold holographic, also in a 008, and I'll kind of dot that around sporadically, kind of over that nail. See, kind of just like dot it here and there, just to kind of give it that gold tint without overdoing it over the red, because I want the red to stand through. Just like on the other hand, I want the gold to stand through. And with the red being kind of not as defined. So I'll do the gold over here. I'll start off with my gold extra fine holographic, excuse me. And I'll do that as the base. And these nails came out so good. I was really pleased with how they turned out. And both of my clients were really happy with their nails, so that's all that matters to me. So I'll go in with my cuticle bead, I'll push that up, I'll pull my sidewalls down when I'm happy with how it looks. And then I'll go in with my extra fine red cherry holographic in just a couple areas when I'm happy with the gold. So now that I have that, I dot it with my red, and you see kind of just sporadically how that comes through. If anyone is interested in recreating my design, don't hesitate to do so. Just if you do, if you could shout me out or tag me. If you post on Instagram, just tag me at Sharon's Nail Boutique. And it's the same for here on YouTube, Sharon's Nail Boutique. If you take any kind of inspiration from my design, just shout me out or, let me know. So on this nail, I'm doing the marble. So I pick up a bead of red and dip it into the gold so I can start off with both colors up at that cuticle. And then I'll keep dipping into both colors and kind of just pull them through each other. There's no rhyme or reason to this. I don't have a method. I just kind of pull my colors through each other until I'm happy with how the marble looks. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I do for my marbles for the most part. Unless I have a specific marble design in mind, then I'll kind of maybe go in diagonally like some ladies do, or do it in a different way. But for the most part, the way I do my marbles is I start off with both colors at the cuticle, lay my cuticle bead down the way I would any bead, and then I start pulling the colors through each other and stuff like that, because you want to make sure that your cuticle area is nice and even and flush before you start doing all that stuff. So now I'm just dotting some of that red cherry extra fine holographic glitter kind of throughout the marble. Not too much, just enough to kind of make it look like marbly veins almost, so to speak, if that makes any sense. And then I'll go in on the thumbs with glitter ombre. So on this thumb, I'll have red cherry extra fine holographic at the bottom near the free edge, and at the top I'll have my extra fine premix gold metallic glitter that I made myself as well. This is one of my glitter acrylics, and I'll pull that over the red, and this ended up coming out so pretty. I was really pleased with how it turned out. It really came out nice. I really must say it came out badass, Sharon. It looks badass. Well, thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that. Well, Sharon, I'm just giving credit where it's due. It's not It's not necessary. Like, you don't gotta get on your hands and knees and start asking me for forgiveness or anything. Shelly, what the hell are you talking about forgiveness? All I said was thank you. Well, you know, Sharon, I don't appreciate your attitude. I was just trying to pay you a compliment. Shelly, I heard the compliment. I said thank you. Well, okay, then I'm going to bed. Well, oh my God, Shelly, you're fucking insane. I think we're both insane. We're both losing it. Talking to myself, ladies. I'm talking to myself. Oh, jeez. The life of voiceovers. So I go in with the marble on the pinky nail on this hand. So I just kind of switched it up on different fingers on each hand. But same design, just different fingers or alternating colors. But either way, it's pretty much the same design. It's just alternating, you know. And on this thumb over here, I think I go in at the bottom with the gold and then at the top with the red. Yes. Look at how pretty that gold is. Oh my goodness. This is a multi-mix metallic gold. And like I said, this is one of mine. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. I love this mix. And I've had this for so long. So long. And I think this is like the first time I've used it. Honestly. I don't know why, because it's so freaking gorgeous. And I take my red, make sure it's flush, make sure I get it up there nice and neat on that 45-degree angle. And then I'll pull my sides down with my brush turn. Then I'll start pulling the center over. And that's how you get that dip, where it's thin and then it comes up and then comes out. That's holding your brush at a 45-degree angle at that cuticle. And then turning it to the side, pulling your sides down. And then from where it's at that 45-degree angle, so at the thickest, at the stress point, then you start pulling it straight out. So then you're always going to get that nice shape, you know, with the stress point and everything, like how it should look. Because that's how nails are naturally built, with that shape. So you want to make sure that your nails are not flat and so thin that they just snap in half. You want to have some substance and some strength to it, you know, not too thick but not too thin either. So I think I'm just capping my glitters and putting them away, just kind of cleaning up my space a little bit before I go in and cap. And so now I will go in and cap all 10 nails. And it's the same process, holding my brush at a 45-degree angle, turning it to the side, pulling my sidewalls down, and then pulling where the stress point is, pulling the rest of that down. I'm gonna have a video dedicated just to acrylic application, the way you should hold your brush, the angles, everything. I really, really want you guys to see this, because this is what I struggled with the most. And I've never seen a video really breaking it down fully. So if that's something you guys are interested in seeing, like the full breakdown of how I place my bead, how I hold my brush, how I pull the acrylic down the nail, just let me know in the comments below, and I will get that up here as soon as I possibly can. So I'll leave you guys to it, and I will finish encapsulating these nails. And I hope that you all enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for returning to my channel. And if you have not subscribed yet and you're new here, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be reminded every time I upload a new awesome video. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss out on these nails, because there's just so many good sets coming up, especially in the summertime. So, yeah, any comments or questions, leave them in the comments below. And I will leave my email in the description box if you need to reach out. Please do not hesitate. I love hearing from you guys. So, yeah, to all my older subbies, thank you so much for sticking by my side and continuing to support my channel. I love all you guys, and just thank you so much for supporting me and just sticking by me. We're almost at 700. Let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep it going, and just share. And don't forget to smash that like button, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys. Bye, dolls.